A clear East Africa-Southern Africa divide ensued on proposals on giraffe and elephant species. When talking giraffes, requests by East African countries to have giraffe populations across Africa given stricter protections were met with frustrations by Southern African countries where giraffe populations flourish. The Namibian Minister of Environment and Tourism, Honourable Pohamba Shifeta, explains.
They are proposing that they want the giraffe population generally to be listed in Appendix 2, which Namibia and the rest of the SADC countries, we have contested that because our populations in the SADC region, especially in the countries like Botswana, Namibia, South Africa, Zambia, Zimbabwe, Tanzania, healthy population. We saw and they are secured. And we have policies and laws to domestically regulate even the sustainable use of this. Therefore, we have opposed that. Now, Namibia, Botswana, we have proposed the amendment to that so that the populations of Namibia, South Africa, Zimbabwe, Zambia, Mozambique, and Tanzania, and the Eswatini should be excluded from this.
Unfortunately for Southern Africa, with 21 votes against and 106 votes for, giraffe have now been listed on Appendix 2. Rosalia Eleka from the Namibian Nature Foundation explains what this means for Namibia.
Our giraffe populations, specifically the southern giraffe, is not threatened. It's doing so well, and this is also according to the CITES listings that we are not in any danger. But then the problem is that the proponents, several countries including Kenya, Chad, Niger, Senegal, are proposing to list giraffe on Appendix 2. And now obviously I see the whole strategy here is that if they list it to Appendix 2, the goal is to move it to 1. And if they move it to 1, it means that hunting will be very, very, very restricted. And for me, I also don't understand the whole voting thing. Because if we are saying that CITES is using science-based facts, then we should stick to that. If research, if the IUCN listing is saying that our giraffe is not threatened, then we should stick to that. But then now obviously we are using votes to make decisions, and we should not be using votes because votes are not scientific. So seeing that it's now official that giraffe is listed on Appendix 2, it basically just means that trade and hunting is still allowed, but then there's just more regulation, there's just more restriction.
This year's CITES COP18 conference is taking place in Geneva, Switzerland. The conference commenced on the 17th of this month and is scheduled to end on Wednesday.